Hey, how you doing? Oh, good to see you again. How was your drive? Yeah, I just had to run to the bathroom. That's why you didn't see me. I'm glad you made it safe. Yeah, it's a rainy day, so I'm glad you made it safe. You got those tires replaced? Yeah, good. All right, well, we kind of have to get going and do our homework. Well, I finished mine, but I know you needed some help on your new college math homework. Girl, trust me, I know, it is so easy. They have us do a pre-prepping kind of math to get us started for the school year. It's weird, but don't worry, I was a bit lost and confused about it too. Would you like a lemonade or something? Let me get you lemonade. You know what, you sit here and I'll be back. I'll let you maybe flip through a magazine, give you some time to organize your thoughts, maybe browse through. This one got dropped in water, so it's a bit crinkly. I'll give you some time to look through it if you want. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm just gonna grab your lemonade, okay? I don't know what they're doing outside. It's always something going on. Ooh, girl, I'm just in my PJs. Don't mind me. I have a strawberry lemonade. It's okay? With you? Okay. And did you like the magazine? Oh, I don't know what's in it. It's just I always have some random magazines. Tell me when to stop. Oh, you're thirsty, aren't you? All right. Well, you're just in luck. That was the last of it. I'm too lazy to go grocery shopping. Here you go. You want me to leave it here? Okay, cool. There's your lemonade. Okay, so I'm just having water. Do you want an apple? Yeah. Okay, there's an apple for your snack as well. I'm just gonna have water. What are we waiting for? Let me look through my book bag. I'll pull out some pencils. By the way, you want chewing gum? Here, I'll give you a couple for on the go. To keep your mouth busy and distracted. I know I get so annoyed with the math homework. I'm just I need some chewing gum, but don't tell the classmates that I have some, okay? Yes, we need to go shopping at the mall soon. I am so up for it. I'm so fed up with all of this schoolwork. And it's only the first week. Yeah, it's really bright outside. It's weird because it's rainy weather, but it's so bright. All right, let's see. We're gonna work with pencil, okay? I think they wanted us to do that if we mess up because it's math. Yeah. Yeah, it's all math. I made extra copies of my paper to help you out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna fill out your pages, because that's cheating, and obviously we don't want to do that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill out these pages with the same exact photocopied assignment, and I'll just hand them to you, and you do your homework, maybe when you get home, but like if you need guidance, you can just like look at the page. Yeah, because we don't want to get in trouble. I'm really particular about cheating at school. Here's the homework. Because that used to be my pet peeve. Like my bullies used to always ask me to do their homework for them. And like I just literally I just can't do the whole cheating thing. So friend or not, right? Like all right, so today's date, July 28th. I'm too honest, I guess. I'll write my name down. And it's school at the end of the day. We're there to learn, so. All right, so this is a probability quiz. It has 5 questions. Not sure why they listed number 3 twice. I think the teacher asked us to correct that, so 3 is 4 and 4 is 5. So. All right, so there's a probability wheel here in the corner with 2 A's, 1 B, 1 C, 3 E's, and 1 F. All right. And the first question is, what is the probability of the spinner landing on C? So, since there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's a total of 8 quadrants in this wheel, and C is 1/8 of that. The probability is 1/8. Now, I'm not sure if they asked us to grab a calculator and do the whole percentage. I hope to God not, but I'm assuming they mean fractions. If not, then when you get home, because I don't have a calculator on me, I don't think you do either, no. You just divide 1 by 8, okay? And the number that comes out will probably be like what? 0.16. So that's 16%. Okay. Question 2. You getting this so far? Yeah. Okay, good. Question 2. I guess I'm like your little tutor, right? What is the probability of not spinning on C? I think they asked us to correct that too in class. Yeah, we have like 4 homework assignments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All for math. What is the probability of not spinning on C? So there's 7 out of 8 because there's 7 that are not C. C is the 8th, so 7 out of 8. High probability. And if you're always wondering and asking yourself, like, does this make sense? Is this the right answer? Well, think about it. What is the probability of C? 1/8. 1/8 is a small number. C is a very small percent of the wheel, so that's probably right. Not spinning on C, 7/8. There's many that are not C. Huge probability. 7/8 is a large, huge number, right? So makes sense. What is the probability, is question 3, of spinner landing A or B? So there's 1, 2, 3. All right, so there's 3 possibilities because it's not like they're saying only A or only B. It's A or B. So they're grouping them into one category. So there's 3 out of 8. There's 2 A's and 1 B, so 3 out of 8 probability landing A or B. Okay, question 4. I'm glad it makes sense. What is the probability of the spinner landing on one of the first 5 letters of the alphabet? So the first 5 letters of the alphabet are A, B, C, D, E. So there's A, B, C. There's no D, but there's E. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 8. F is not the first 5, so it's 7 out of 8. 5 is the last question. Are you more likely to spin a vowel or a consonant? Explain. So the vowels are A, E. So there's 5 A, E, and there's 3 B, C, F. So you're most likely to land on the vowel. Vowel, because A and E equals 5 out of 8, and B, C, F equals 3 out of 8. All right? Straightforward, yeah. Pretty easy for the first one. Oh yeah, these are some seashells on display. Yeah, they're very pretty, I know. I hope you don't mind that I have the candle going. It helps me relax and focus on my homework. You know what? That lemonade looks so good. You mind if I... Okay. We're friends. We don't care. All right, so I'm going to write my name. All right, so this is a person puzzle. So it's solving systems with substitution. This is about Maya Angelou. Do you know who Maya Angelou is? Well, it says here she's born in 1928 and died in 2014. And she's a well-known American author and poet, one of the first African-American women to write publicly about trials in her personal life and artistic success that led to opportunities that led her to work with MLK Jr. and other civil rights activists. She had her first autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, brought her national recognition as well as acclaim. So there's her picture. And so basically the direction of this is, it's not history class, it's math, yes. Solve each system of the equations by using substitution. So you substitute the puzzle into the answer key. So the word or phrase next to the equivalent solution will be completing the statement properly, okay? So there's 4 questions here. Question 1 is y equals 5x plus 4 and y equals x. Okay, so it says Angelou was born in A, Kansas City, Missouri, B, Springfield, Missouri, or C, St. Louis, Missouri. So A is 1, 1. So you're basically trying to solve like x is what and y is what. B is minus 1, 1, and C is minus 1, minus 1. Okay, so you see how it is grouped together, like the number is the answer. Like 1, 1 is Kansas City, minus 1, 1 is Springfield, minus 1 is St. Louis. So you have to pick A, B, or C. So let's draw this out bigger because let's solve for let's solve for y first, okay? So y, if y is x, then we're going to replace y with x. So x, since y equals 5x plus 4, that means x equals 5x plus 4. Since y is x, right? And x is y. So here's what we're going to do. Since the answers are all 1, we're going to make x 1. So x is 1. So 1 equals 5 times 1 plus 4. And that does not make sense because 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 does not equals 1, so x cannot be 1, so therefore A is not the answer. So now we'll substitute. The last 2 answers are minus 1, so most likely x is minus 1, so let's test it. Minus 1 equals 5 times minus 1 plus 4. 5 times minus 1 is negative 5 plus 4 which equals minus 1. Minus 1 is minus 1, so x is definitely equal to minus 1, without a doubt. We might have to get some scratch paper, and they do want your scratch answers, so I'll leave mine on here because I have plenty of room to go around. But so it's either B or C. So now we're going to test y. So y is either 1 or minus 1. I hope I'm not confusing you so far. So if let's test B. So if y is 1, let's test that. Let's replace y with 1. So 1 equals 5x plus 4. And since x, we now know officially is minus 1, let's erase x and make it minus 1. So minus 1 times 5 is minus 5 plus 4 equals minus 1. Minus 1 does not equal 1. So therefore we know B is not the answer. It has to be C. But they still want us to do our work like they said in class, so even if we know the answer for sure. So she was born in St. Louis, Missouri. That's the answer. So x is minus 1 and y is minus 1. So let's test it. Minus 1 in replacement of y equals 5x plus 4. Again, you erase x, make it minus 1. Minus 1 times 5 is minus 5, plus 4 is minus 1. Minus 1 equals minus 1. Therefore, that confirms y is officially minus 1, and x is minus 1. There you go. So let's be doing the next riddle. Her real first name was actually A. Calypso, B. Marguerite, or C. Mary. It's a tricky one, isn't it? So let's see here. A is minus 3, minus 2. B is 3, 4. C is 5, 2. So this is why it's called substitution, because there is no way to know the answer unless you substitute these potential answers. So it requires more work, but let's see. So y equals minus 2x plus 10, and y equals x plus 1. So this is a bit more tricky. So basically, let's substitute x for minus 3 in the first answer, A. So y equals minus 2 times minus 3 for x plus 10. And this should be easier, actually. There's an easier trick that I can do besides the long way. Since minus 3 is nowhere else in the puzzle, I'm going to substitute immediately minus 2 for y. So y I can erase and do minus 2. So minus 2 equals minus 2 times minus 3 plus 10. Minus 2 times minus 3 cancels out to be a positive. So it's 6 plus 10. 6 plus 10 is 16. 16 does not equal minus 2, so therefore it is not Calypso. It is not A. B is 3 and 4. So let's replace y with 4. So 4 equals minus 2 times x, which is 3, plus 10. Minus 2 times 3 is minus 6, plus 10. Would be 4. So 4 is 4. So that confirms the answer is B, 3, 4. Marguerite is her first name, her real first name. But let's confirm with C. 5 is x and 2 is y. So 2 equals minus 2 times 5 plus 10. So that's 2 equals minus 2 times 5 is minus 10 plus 10 cancels out to 0. 2 does not equal 0. And she even wanted us to confirm the other puzzle. So it's like y equals x plus 1. So let's do that too. Only once though for the answer, right? So 3 is x, y is 4. So y, which is 4, equals 3 plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 does equal 4, so that is the answer. So x equals 3, y equals 4. All right, Marguerite. Okay. Do you get it? Yeah, I think you can finish the rest at home. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so this next one is a graph chart puzzle. So it says a bottle contains 30 fluid ounces of orange juice and 18 fluid ounces of pineapple juice. Okay. Speaking of juice, can I have more of that? You want me to do the other Maya Angelou? Okay. If we don't run out of time, I will. So a bottle contains 30 fluid ounces of orange juice and 18 fluid ounces of pineapple juice. Which graph has a slope that best represents the ratio of orange juice to pineapple juice in this bottle? That's actually pretty tricky. So here's what we're going to do. It's fraction based, right? Just like what we're doing with the first puzzle. So 30 plus 18 is 48, that we know. So there's a total of 48 fluid ounces. The OJ has 30 out of 48. The pineapple juice is 18 out of 48 because they're from the same bottle. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. 48 divided by 2 is 24. So the OJ is 15 over 24. We can divide it some more. So let's divide it by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 24 divided by 3 is... sorry. Yes. 8. Okay. So it's 5 over 8. So the OJ is 5/8. And the pineapple juice is, let's divide 18 by 2. That's 9 over 24. And then let's divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that's 3 over 8. So the pineapple juice is 3/8. The orange juice is 5/8. Okay. So what graph would add up to this? So basically the graph is showing as the x-axis the amount of pineapple juice in fluid ounces, and the y-axis is the amount of orange juice in fluid ounces. Okay, so knowing that the pineapple is 3/8 and the OJ is 5/8, that's It doesn't seem like it, right? Because 30 and 18 are such large differences. Well, let's see. We know for sure the pineapple is a bit less than the OJ. It's not going to be this, because this means it's perfectly even. See how it's like literally perfectly? It may be, actually, because this doesn't look perfect either. No, this is slightly less. It actually might be G. It's either G or J. It's not H, that's too steep. It's not F, that's too shallow. So we're going to scratch these two out. It's either G or J. I think it's J. Because let's test it. Okay, so at this axis, we have here where the arrow crosses the intersection point, we have 10 in pineapple juice and 12 in orange juice. So we can test that. 10 out of 48, 12 out of 48. 10 divided by 2 is 5 out of 24. And 12 divided by 2 is 6 out of 24. Let's do the 6 out of 24 test. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 2/8. That doesn't make sense, does it? No. Because it's not 6 out of 24. It's 9 out of 24. So it can't be J. We can test it with this axis here. This is where it crosses the intersection, so that's 12 and 20. Okay, 12 out of 48 and 20 out of 48. 12 divided by 2 is 6 out of 24. It's still 6 out of 24. 20 divided by 2 is 10 out of 24. That's tricky, isn't it? Yeah. 6 divided by 2 is 3 out of 12. 10 divided by 2 is 5 out of 12. 3 twelfths, 5 twelfths. I don't know how to do this, to be honest with you. I know I did it one way, but I can't remember to tell you the honest truth. I'm sorry. You know why it's tricky and you can't tell? Now I realized I made a mistake because the x-axis is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're each separated by 2. The y-axis is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. They're each separated by 4, so it's impossible to tell. This is actually a very poor chart. So it's very tricky. So we have to assume, since the y is more separated, that these could also be a possibility. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think they are because they're still way too steep or shallow, but knowing what I know now, it makes me reconsider my actual answer. I'll tell you what, let's go to class tomorrow and look this with the other students because I'm really confused. All right? Makes me want to go back to the Maya Angelou puzzle. All right, this is the last one. So basically it's 10 questions. I know she made us do like so much work. I don't even know how to solve this. Basically, I think she was trying to get us to solve either x or y, but not the actual number, but like just say like x equals 2x plus 1, right? Like not actual like x equals 5, right? Let's do the first one. Obviously, I can't get through all this on time, but look, if you have a question, you can call me, okay? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's no problem. So the first one's 5y plus 1 equals 8y minus 5 plus 6y. I know, I already have a headache. So, we have to isolate y, right? So we have to group all of the y's onto one side. So I'm going to move 5y to this side because this side is 2y's. I'm going to subtract 5y from each side so I can isolate the number. So 1 equals 8y minus 5 plus 6y minus 5y. So we know that 6y minus 5y is 1y. So that equals 1 equals 8y minus 5 plus y. Now we're going to isolate y completely. So we're going to add plus 5 to both sides to get 6 equals 8y plus y. 8y plus y is 9y. So 9y equals 6. Now we're going to divide 9 on both sides to isolate y as y equals 6 over 9. Remember the fraction. You can minimize the fraction. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So y equals 2/3. So you got to show the work to test it too. So since y is 2/3, let's plug it back into the puzzle. 5 times 2/3 plus 1 equals 8 times 2/3 minus 5 plus 6 times 2/3. So 5 times 2/3 is 10 over 3 plus 1 equals 8 times 2/3, which is 16 over 3 minus 5 plus 6 times 2/3, which equals 12 over 3. 12 over 3, we don't want to shrink that, even if we can, because all the fractions have to have the same base number, 3. 10/3 plus 1, you could solve that, but let's not, because we want to isolate the fraction. So basically, we're going to do this. We're going to get all the fractions on one side, so 1 equals 16 over 3. Okay, are you following? Okay, good. minus 5 plus 12 over 3 minus 10 over 3. And then we're going to add 5 on both sides, so that's 6 equals 16 over 3 plus 12 over 3 minus 10 over 3. So 12 over 3 minus 10 over 3 is 2 over 3 plus 16 over 3 equals 6. So 16 plus 2 is 18 over 3 equals 6. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. So 6 equals 6, so that confirms y equals 2/3. So that's the answer for 1. Y equals 2 over 3. All right? So yeah, we do got to show all the work. Honestly, I enjoyed the Maya puzzle more, so you know what? Let's just go back to that. But I just had to give you one example because to know how to do it. All right? And it's just way too many questions. Angelou was... Okay, let's not read that because that's... Oh my goodness. I cannot read that. Angelou studied blank and blank at the California Labor School. All right, so we'll do this one last one and then we'll be done, okay? All right. So either dance and drama, literature and poetry, or television and film. All right. So minus 2x plus y equals 7. Y equals minus 4x minus 11. So the answers are A, minus 3, 1, B, 10, minus 51, or C, 0, 7. Let's test it with A, which is minus 3 and 1. So minus 2 times minus 3 plus 1 equals 7. Minus 2 times minus 3 is 6, plus 1 equals 7. 6 plus 1 equals 7 indeed. So A is minus 3. So do we know the answer is dance and drama? Let's plug it back in with y. So minus, let's say y is, let's do the other puzzle. 1 equals minus 4 times minus 3 minus 11. Minus 4 times minus 3 is 12. Minus 11 is 1. 1 equals 1. So that confirms y equals 1. X equals minus 3. All right. So let's plug in the other ones since we have to show our work. Minus 2 times 10 plus minus 51 equals 7. Minus 2 times 10 is minus 20 plus minus 51, which equals minus 51, is 7. So minus 20 minus 51 is minus 71, and minus 71 does not equal 7, so that means that it cannot be B. Now let's see, C is x is 0, so minus 2 times 0 plus 7 plus 7 equals 7. Minus 2 times 0 is 0. Okay, so 0 plus 7 is 7. 7 does equal 7, so the answer could have been C, since x does also equal 0 in an odd case. Now let's plug in the y though, because you have to confirm on both ends. So y is 7, so 7 equals minus 4 times 0 minus 11. Minus 4 times 0 is 0 minus 11. Minus 11 does not equal 7, so that therefore it is not C. Alright, so there you go. We solved the Maya. The last one, I forgot she mentioned we didn't want to do number 3 because that could trigger someone. So yeah, we just have to solve this in class tomorrow, and your only job, since we solved the probability as well in full, is to do the last 9 at home. All right, and you call me if you have any questions about this one. Do you really want to do this last one, this second one? All right, you know what, let's do it since I have a little more room here, okay? I don't have much room left. So number 2 is 1/4 times x minus 4 equals 1/4 x minus 4. So 1/4 times x is 1/4x minus, since we're getting it from the parentheses, right? Minus, so 1/4 times minus 4 would be minus 4/4, which basically is minus 1. So 1/4 x minus 1 equals 1/4 x minus 4. So let's isolate the fraction, add plus 1 on both sides. So minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. 1/4x minus 3 equals 1/4x, which does not make sense, does it? How could 1/4x equal 1/4x minus 3? All right, something suspicious here. All right, now. Because then if you subtract 1/4x on both sides, it leaves you with minus 3 equaling nothing. You know what? We may need to ask the teacher for help because this is a foolishness mess. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, for coming over on a short notice. Well, yeah, I don't mind anytime. I just can't always because, you know, I don't know, like family gets home and stuff. So here you go. Here you go. Yes, yes, yes. All right, now. You take care. All right. Yeah, I'm glad to have help today. Well, this was fun. I enjoyed it. All right.